First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He got injured on the first play. Marcus Murray.
Cousins now on second down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, let's go.
I seen him though.
Yellow.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
Ooh.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Two.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Let's go. I had the box.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Everyone's got four down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was some stupid shit. Okay.
Here we go. Four down. Watch the safety creep.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, Quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
You'll see.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, what a move. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag.
Get the fuck out of here. He wasn't even going to catch the ball.
Check into the referee.
Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Hell nah, I ain't like that shit.
Here we go.
That was bullshit.
Cook following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Yeah, you in the right lobby.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Give me the Stop throwing over there. What the fuck?
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He said, my boy said, play it.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's winning.
Keep
so
going,
nice
baby.
job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Oh,
He almost had it.
I should have threw it to the nigga I was planning on throwing it to.
Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Set. Lady.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Give me the
This is caught by
good-ass job, Watkins.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good job, Watkins.
We're rolling. Tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh,
and not a whole
he
lot
was
doing
up
there.
out of
So get it
there.
up to about the
Good-ass tackle.
28-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to
Man,
stop
he
him.
was up out of there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch your back got me.
On the ball, on the ball. Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running
Get
back.
the fuck out of here.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Tight right. Set. Lady. Mike's by four. Jumbo. Set. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first.
Here we go.
Now Riddick. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's AP.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He about to fight in a minute, I think.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 3.
Shit, I'll do.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds Riddick, complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Yeah, that was good, D. I got to get
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Somebody got hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He sets to fire deep.
Stop doing that.
Third time here in this game, it's intercepted.
Fuck, get out of my way.
And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory.
Bro, I just got like 3 user picks, bro. What you mean? I'm seeing that shit.
Riddick with a carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Single set, 180. Zebra. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw on second down, Stafford.
Oh, that was some bullshit, Stafford. I didn't even throw it to
The
him.
turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
I got a good offensive line, bro.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus
I got a good
far.
offensive
This is
line.
third down and 12.
Set, 180.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh,
Looking
good.
for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so
I
does
know,
the
I was
passing
about to say,
efficiency.
that was a good pick.
And now that we're in
That was a good
December,
pick right
even
there.
the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to let it go again. So they took a shot
nigga
on
running with
first
him, bro.
down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down,
There we go.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, let's go, let's go. Wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Oh, that's a bump. That should have been a bump. Oh, cookout. That should have been a fucking fumble. You got a punt, nigga. Are you? Yeah, you is past the 50. Also, I just say, is you past the 50, nigga?
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Let's go. Rhino.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Rhino!
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
Playing this game right now. What's up?
Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Yeah.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point.
What?
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, he should be talking to her.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Rhino!
Handoff comes to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Second down, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw is Cousins.
Come here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Why did he be running out of
Picked up
bounds
by
like
Ken
that?
Crowley.
Not even hurt.
You ready?
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season.
I thought he was going to play inside him.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, they perked. They perked on me. They perked on me.
On the ball all game.
They perked on me on that one.
They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there.
That was a pick,
and
bro.
add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow, reach in there, yellow.
On second down, Cousins again. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively.
Money G, you ready?
I think we'll find out just how much they
roll
trust
me up
their
a joint
guys
real quick,
in this
man.
situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Man, you ain't gonna never be straight. You gonna grab shit.
And they get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken.
You're gonna forever be shitty,
That's a
man.
chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll
Might
see.
make a playoff game every
Here's
now
Sam
and then,
Martin
man.
now.
This man ain't going
As
no
the drive
closer.
goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Monk don't even make the playoff.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30.
What's your record?
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
I only won 3 games. I'm just now really getting the hang of it, though. Don't forget now, I'm the motherfucker that was upsetting me last year.
We resume action here in quarter number 3.
Yeah.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh!
And good starting field position.
I know you've been playing this shit every day since it's been out.
35-yard line.
I'll be seeing you on here every day.
Now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Yeah, you can play for a first round if that's what you want to do.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
Hey, you know what? That's crazy because I was just sitting here thinking, like, man,
well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He ain't going to do you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And
he dropped it!
The contact made the ball roam free.
Oh, my God, he dropped it. Wide open fucking pass. Wide open.
Hey, Rock there, boy, you over there with all them goddamn pigs, boy. Them motherfuckers, boy. Nah, I'm saying them interceptions. Nigga got like 90 something interceptions, man.
You might not get a chance.
Where you at? Watch your back.
Brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. That's
get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
He was there.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Stafford here. Finds Roberts left side. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Stafford now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Here's Riddick, and an alley to run. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford gonna look deep for Wilson.
Come on, man, Wilson.
There, a nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, you set. 180.
They go back to Riddick. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Set. 280. 22. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, give me radar. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Oh, my God, bro.
That'll go
Wide
as a
open.
loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Odd on. 5 down. You set. 280. 0.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Say it again. What'd you say?
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
Yeah, like I'm available like first shift Monday.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
First shift.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Because on Fridays and Tuesdays, I work.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Okay, and then the first shift that you're available for is only until 2. Is that correct?
On Tuesdays, Wednesdays,
Hey,
Fridays.
Wide.
So on Thursdays, you can stay straight.
Yeah, on Thursdays and Wednesdays, I can stay.
Okay. Let me see what we have available, and then we'll get together, and then we'll call you back, okay?
Okay.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Damn, they did. See, bro, everybody need to have a mental evaluation, bro, before they play, before they enter a tournament. Nah, bro, they do. I know, but they still niggas can't handle that shit, bro. They need to have a mental evaluation, bro, before you enter a fucking competition, bro. Period.
Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3
That's
here
why he
as he's
started
out to the
shooting
30.
shit up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yeah. I know.
The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Give me that, Larkin. Larkin. I'm lurking.
It's picked, and they'll set up
I'm
shop right
lurking.
near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just
I'm
continue to
lurking.
mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And on the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go now, let's go. Tight end right. You ready? Give me radar. Right there, 54, right there. 54.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch right. Set. 10.
To throw on second down is Stafford.
Good grab, Strong.
I think he got that with
Good
one
fucking
hand.
grab.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Hey, Red! Switch!
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. Four down. Check. Four down. 21. 41's the mic. 41's the... Hey, 22.
Here's Stafford now on second down.
Oh,
a
damn
crusher
good
there
catch.
as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
catch,
And a big
man.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Came
Well,
over on
Charles,
him.
he's thrown 5
I should've
picks in
threw
a
it
game
high.
before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
that boy,
And
elbow
running
came
room scarce
down
here.
on
He's
that.
going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Throwing is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, damn. Good ass motherfucker. Damn, good ass
Cousins.
Ooh,
He's still
Cousins,
down on the
though.
ground. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Cousins hurt.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
He
line.
did kill my ass on that play, though. I got to admit that.
Now it's the backup Simeon. Going up top.
Oh,
And
come
drops
on,
down
baby.
incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. A give. This is Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3 down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady! 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting white.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to let it fly.
Why you ain't fucking jump?
It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
tall as
back.
fuck over that man, bro. Like,
They
he's
set
tall as
themselves
fuck
behind the
over him,
chains,
bro.
tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Look this shorter than
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen.
grab them.
And
There we
look
go.
at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Set, lady! Check, check! Zebra! Hey, one set,
He'll look to throw. Steps away.
Oh, come on.
That'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
when you got
Maybe
the
he can get
safety
it
on
back
him
in
in
this
the corner.
situation. He'll need to.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Set, yellow 20!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They start the drive with Cook. Clinton Dix there for the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, they bullshitted me on the pick
Still
again.
going to the very end, but now this game is over. Their goal from the start was to at least finish 500. This loss, however, guarantees a losing record.
And that can't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. And you talk about front office, ownership, coaches, players, everyone. 8-8 is the minimum for any team to think that they had a decent year. Now, a losing season, hard to spin that one.
that lucky shit off on motherfucking Diggs though.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna be cousin. Where I go? I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty. I'ma find you lay your out on the floor. 19 with a. I got rich by myself.
Disrespectful. What he supposed to have? 13 or some shit?
No help. They keep asking
25?
how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being
watch
famous.
your back,
I
you
just
might
wanna
get a
be stable till my
wild card
family
spot.
made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his
you
fit
ain't
just to start while I'm in
motherfucking,
Vegas. On my body, shout out to
what's
my
the name?
Young, got
you know, you can get in there too.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no.
Yes, you can.
I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on
Bruh, you can get in there, bruh.
I come up, gotta watch stay at my nose.
Bruh. 1, 2. Oh yeah, the last spot probably gonna go to it's gonna go to it'll go to what's the name? It'll go to Twan, it'll go to Twan, yeah.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling.
Yeah, it's only one spot in the NFC.
I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling.
I know you might get in there if you win out.
I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich.
But you got 13 though.
That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's
What's
big no.
Let me look at
Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get
Bengals got 7 and 7. He ain't getting in.
get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash.
See, if you beat Live Boy, if he lose to Live Boy, he'll have 10. Live Boy might make it in on the AFC.
I have to get my
The AFC close right now though.
Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that Benz. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this.
You gotta put on the jersey. He said I gotta put the jersey on. Hey.